out there. I am your host, and yes, we are back. It is Profound Professionals. It's the interview series that has been coming to you and bringing industry experts from all over our beautiful world. They help improve your personal life or grow your business. Today we have Tabitha. I love that name, Tabitha. She is a career advancement and leadership coach and author. So, if you need to be a stronger leader, if you need to take that next step in your career, it may feel scary. It may mean doing something big and different and challenging, or reaching out or making an ask that you've never asked before. Well, then Tabitha just might be your girl. So, welcome, Tabitha.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that very fun and very warm welcome. I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah, so tell us, how did career advancement and leadership coaching become your passion, your thing that you are doing to help improve the world?
Oh my gosh. Well, I spent a really long time in the corporate world. Actually, more than 20 years of that, I was climbing the leadership ladder. The first 10 of that, I was doing it all the hard way, just working hard, staying behind the scenes, taking on more and more responsibility, just thinking that one day my boss is going to magically promote me. Well,
Um,
as you can imagine, that didn't happen. I was a project manager by title, so I was leading very large technical telecom projects. I was also managing and directly leading three separate teams of individuals. I was working on my degree because, of course, we've got to be perfect. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I haven't been noticed. And then we went through a reorg about that 10-year point, and I had to apply for my job or take a package. And I started looking at all of the job postings, realizing I was already doing more than the level ahead of me. And that's when I was like, hold the phone, I'm doing it wrong, and started creating the right process and the right methodologies, which I now share with my clients so that they can also become more promotion ready.
And when you talk about your clients, it sounds like we might have two categories of clients. So it might be the individual who's trying to advance, but it also might be the company or the organization, and possibly providing their leaders with training and support. Is that true? What is that, the kind of clients that are coming to you?
The majority of people who are coming to me right now are midlife, mid career women, generally manager, director, that want to get to that next step.
Hmm.
And I teach them the methodology I used. The piece I didn't tap on is once I started shifting my mindset, shifting my strategy, I was promoted 4 times over the next 10 years.
Hmm.
And all of that is just about changing our way of being. So
Hmm.
currently, I've got some companies that I've done some speaking events for, but I generally work with individuals and small groups to help them get more
Now, is
promotion.
this all virtual? So it sounds like you do one-on-one and group. Now, is that in person or virtual or online courses or a hybrid of the mix? What is that?
It's definitely virtual for the clients that are one-on-one and group. My clients are coast to coast in the United States right now, which I love. It makes it a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking events have been in person and virtual, just depending on where the employees are sitting.
Great. So where's a place they can find you? Got a website or something you could share that they could locate you?
Absolutely. So the my website is empowered-leader.com, or you can find me right on LinkedIn. I'm the Tabitha with all A's.
Okay. Tabitha with all A's. I love that.
Don't spell it
The
wrong.
A
They put an
plus
I in the middle.
A plus Tabitha. When you look me up on LinkedIn, if you actually look at my URL, the custom URL, it's Jessica Koch one, because I'm number one, because apparently there was more than one of us. But
You're
you're
the
the
one that
Jessica with all
matters.
A's. I'm Jessica number one in the globe. So, in case anyone's asking, so give us a tip. Give everyone a tip that they can use, maybe to one tip to advance our career, and maybe one tip from a leadership standpoint.
Absolutely. So for advancing your career, I want you to take the time to get really clear on your unique value. What
Mm,
makes you unique and sets you apart from every single person who's your competition?
mhm.
It may sound like a big ask. It's going to take some reflection. It might take a call with me and we can work through it, but get really clear on that because the more clear you are, the more clear your conversations are, and the more clearly people can help advocate for you.
I love that.
From a leadership aspect, I would say don't wait for permission to make a culture shift if you need to. I work
Mm,
with a lot of leaders who struggle a little bit because the culture above them isn't quite right. And I did this myself. I don't usually ask for permission. I'm one that asks for forgiveness more often. But if the culture doesn't feel quite right, start making changes. You
Mm.
have the ability to influence upward, and you have the ability to influence and impact your team and their experience so that you can be more successful at the end.
Well, and for me personally, my experience for certain is that I was in companies in the past, more than one, that the culture didn't match my values. And I didn't know it until after I gotten in the door. There's a very honeymoon stage and romancing you when the first contract comes out to come and be a part of the team. And sometimes it's difficult to really see. And I had to make the hard choice to say, and sometimes it was a hard choice because I was the main income at the time, to say, you know what, something's going to work out, but I draw a line here to say I'm not going to participate in this kind of culture. So sometimes it's really challenging. So I love that you say that. So one of our favorite parts of our show that we've been running for 8 years now is we share a cause that our guest cares about, but it's also a chance for you out there watching. Thank you for following and sharing and liking, but get typing. Tell us the causes that are close to your heart. The goal here is to inspire someone to give time, treasure, or talent to cause that maybe Tabitha shares, maybe one of the ones you're typing in the chat. And if everyone hitting share, they're going to see, lots of people are going to see and be aware now of these amazing causes that are in the world. And maybe we'll just inspire them to remember, oh, yeah, I have a cause that's close to my heart. Let me see what's going on with them and how I can help. So, Tabitha, what's a cause that you love?
One cause that I love, there's a couple, but I'm going to pick one that I just recently volunteered with because my normal gig is actually the Blessed to be a Blessing. It's a food pantry in my local community.
Hey.
And I go out and deliver food boxes to families in need. And it just
Mm,
feels so good hearing from them, especially when they
mm,
say, you know what, if you didn't drop this off, I wouldn't be eating until payday. Would be
mm.
missing 3 or 4 days of food this week. So
Ugh.
I'm very passionate about making sure people have food in their bellies so that they can thrive in all the other aspects of their lives.
I really believe that is one of the things that as a world, if we just came together and just tried a little harder, or think tanked a little more, brainstorm something, that we could get rid of people going to bed at night anywhere on the planet that didn't have enough to eat. I just believe in us. I believe we can do it. I'm a big dreamer. So you can say I'm crazy. You can disagree. It's all right. But I just believe we can do that. So I love that you shared that cause. And I bet you have a pantry in your community. So maybe that's something you might be inspired to go and check out. So the next part, stretch your fingers. You have to keep typing. We want you to put the book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business in the chat and in the comments. We want you to add a book that you've written. If you're an author, we want you to be featured. So if people are being kind and loving like you and hitting the share button, maybe people will run across and find out about your amazing book. But right now, we're going to hear about Tabitha's. Tabitha, tell us about your book.
Well, I've recently published my book, Promotion Ready in 3 Months, The Women's Guide to Career
Ooh,
Advancement. And it is loaded with strategies to help women get
wonderful.
back into the driver's seat of their careers.
Mm,
We've got to stop waiting for someone else to do it, ladies. We have to
right.
do it ourselves. So that's what it's all about.
That's right. Get a plan, get a map, get some directions, get that GPS and put your foot on the gas and go. And it might be good as a map and a plan to get Tabitha's book. What a wonderful book. I love how the cover looks and everything too. It's very, very well done. Good job. Good on you. All right. How about a book that inspired your personal life or helps you grow your business?
In all honesty, being newer to the entrepreneurial world, there's no plan B for your A game. There are days as an entrepreneur, right, in corporate, someone else was making my sales, someone else was managing my tech, someone else was doing all the things. As an
Mhm.
entrepreneur, guess who's doing it all? So there are some really hard days occasionally,
That's
and that
right.
book has been really helpful on the days where it felt especially challenging. So anyone who's newer to entrepreneurship, especially if you're making that shift from corporate where things are so very different, it's an excellent book to help get your mindset straight.
I love that. I love that. So, this has been fun. Thank you so much for being on our show today, Tabitha. It's been good to hear about what you're doing in the world and how you're helping, and a little bit of your journey story. I hope you've had fun too.
Absolutely, Jessica. Thank you so much. It was wonderful speaking with you.
I love talking to new people, and I might just love talking to you out there. So, if you're an industry expert or a leader of some kind, if you can help someone improve their personal life or grow their business, or like Tabitha, advance their career or figure out the resume thing or the job interview thing, whatever your gift is, however you're helping the world be a better place, reach out to us and our team, and we can see about getting you on our show. But before we say goodbye, we're going to get Tabitha to give us a final thought, a piece of information or inspiration before we go.
Oh my gosh. I would just say wherever you're at, whether it's corporate or you're on an entrepreneurial journey or something else, if you're feeling stuck, please don't feel like you have to do it alone. There is someone out there that can help you. I'm more than happy to help you get out of that stuck space in your career. I know that there are so many people who can help. So don't let time keep going by while you're just kind of sitting there waiting for it, something else to happen.
I love that. I love that. So make it happen. That's what I heard her say. Make it happen. All right. I am Jessica Koch, your host, and this is Profound Professionals. Until the next one, everyone, be kind to yourself out there and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.